up, my little sugar buggers? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new Create Sim. It has been a really long time since I have done a Create Sim, and today, you guys, I present to you the Mcgrath household. So, you guys probably already saw Declan on my Twitter, and if you don't follow me on Twitter, you totally freaking should. I tell you way too much, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I just feel like it's a really good platform to get to know me a little bit better as an individual, as a person. You know, just kind of just feel out what is going on in my mind, which is like a lot of the times nothing, but you feel me. So follow me on Twitter at @UrbanSims, and if you guys already saw him first, let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, I teased him a little bit last night, and the reason why is because obviously I have gone ahead and created an entire household, and also this family has their very own little, well, I don't know if I want to tell you just yet, but they do have a speed build that kind of like attaches to the story, and then also a bonus character Create a Sim, which I will either be posting the same day of these videos or possibly the next day. But you guys will know what that is because I'm going to tell you what to look out for in this particular video. So here we are creating my cutie patootie, Declan Mcgrath. No, he is not Latino. In fact, he is something entirely different. And if you guys want to go ahead and give it a guess, let me know in the comments down below what type of ethnicity you think the Mcgrath household is. I bet you won't figure it out, but maybe you will. I don't know. So anyways, going on to the backstory, Declan Mcgrath is an inspiring painter who pours his emotion into each and every piece. Recently, Declan made a mistake that cost him his relationship with high school sweetheart Stevie. With nowhere to go, Declan had no choice but to pack up his belongings and move into his estranged father's cramped one-bedroom apartment located in the Spice District. Mateo Mcgrath has lived his entire life in and out of county jail. He's Myshuno's greatest con man, and one could agree that's an art in itself. Mateo always hoped his only child, his son, would follow in his footsteps, but he decided to chase fairy tales and play with watercolors instead. Mateo can't help but to laugh at his son's ambitions. Heartbroken, Declan is struggling to find himself again and can't wait until his art pays off so he can move on with his life. So you guys basically heard both sides of the coin. Here we have Declan. That took me like an hour to create. An hour, okay? Like, I'm sorry. I feel like I can create female Sims way faster than I can male Sims, oddly enough, because I'm so freaking particular when it comes to my dudes. I don't know why. But Mateo is his father. Obviously, we haven't really gotten there yet because dressing up Declan has taken freaking forever. But some things you may not notice in his particular character build. Declan is a guy that is, you know, kind of petite. He has a very small athletic build. But because, you know, him and Stevie recently had broken up and he got kicked out of their apartment, he started to pack on some weight. He hasn't cut his hair in a really long time, and he's starting to get a little stubble on his chinny chin. He might even have a full-on beard at this point. I don't really know. But he's just let himself go, and Declan always prides himself, and looking good, you know, dressing to impressing. Not to mention Stevie, his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, is an influencer in Myshuno, and believe it or not, when I created her, she actually looks like someone by accident, and it's scary. Like, I can't unsee it. So when I was like, should I just recreate Stevie to be somebody else, because like I can't unsee this? But then I realized it's kind of perfect, like it was meant to be. So Stevie's Create a Sim is going to be called the ex-girlfriend, so that if you guys want to like kind of get the other side of the story, like what happened between her and Declan, just watch that Create a Sim and I'll kind of go into greater detail on it. But yeah, he's basically just let himself go. He is kind of just sinking into himself. He's gained a little bit of weight. I think he still looks great, but again, he's super particular about his physical attributes. So, you know, he's just kind of, he also wears like a hogwash of things. He has some athletic items. Well, he doesn't really have a lot of clothes that fit him anymore, so he's just kind of like wearing whatever. Some of these items are actually borrowed from his dad, which we will be creating here in a second. This jacket, by the way, in my last, I believe my last CC shopping haul, this is perfectly Declan. Like, this is perfectly him. I love the way that he wears this. It's absolutely freaking stunning. So Mateo, oh my god, this guy, he reminds me of like a narcissist. You'll see him when I'm creating him here in a second, and I almost don't even want to talk about him yet, but Oh my god, he's also just like really rugged looking. He's kind of cute. And also, side note, Mateo had Declan at a very young age. Like, I'm talking really young. I'm not gonna throw out numbers, but you can kind of do the math because he doesn't look super duper old. Like, he's just now going gray, and Declan's pretty young himself. Like, Declan's early 20s, that type of a bag. I think him and Stevie were together for like 3-4 years or something like that. He made a big old mistake, y'all. Big old mistake. But yeah, here we are. We are creating Declan's father. I had to go and randomize it a few times until I found someone that I kind of fit or thought fit the bill. So Mateo is definitely a little more huskier. He's a little more heavy built. He does like to work out. He does like to keep up on his physique. He's definitely Rico Suave in a sense. Like, a lot of women gravitate towards him because he's super cocky and like arrogant, which I know what you're thinking. I would never go for somebody like that. But for whatever reason, this charm of his is a complete turn on. Not to mention, he just really doesn't take crap from anybody. Like, he really doesn't. He thinks that Declan's aspirations to kind of be like a blue collar type of a dude are just bogus. Like, that's just not how the real world works in Mateo's eyes. Like, he's basically survived by kind of, you know, hustling and grinding and doing things that aren't particularly like, you know, legal, I guess. And it's worked out for him great. I mean, he's got a whole apartment, not really to show for it. Oh my god, when you see this apartment, y'all are gonna slap me across the face. But yeah, he's a rough dude. And it's just so funny because him and Declan are complete polar opposites. And I will tell you this. Now, you're probably wondering, well, how the hell did Declan get into painting? Believe it or not, it is something him and his mother used to do when he was itsy bitsy teeny weeny, before she vanished, left. I don't know what happened to her. They used to play with watercolors. Like, you know the little coloring books? You know those ones where you can like just like add water, right? And then the color would show up. Well, they used to do that a lot together. And it was really all that they could afford at the time. And he would always go to the grocery store and pick out a coloring book or one of these little magic painter kit things. And they would do it together for hours while, you know, Mateo was out there, you know, living that life, hustling and grinding. But believe it or not, Mateo used to not always do that. I mean, he's always kind of been a hustler or a grinder. He tried to go straight once, but it didn't work out for him. He got disappointed or discouraged or whatever and decided to go back to the life that he knew, even though he tried desperately to go straight for his family. He just, like he said, he feels like it's fairy tales. You know, he feels like that's not the way that the world was built. And so that's kind of how like Declan got into painting. It's his mom's influence, and it's kind of the way that he keeps her memory with him is by painting and pursuing his dreams. Declan isn't the best painter, but he really dreams and hopes that one day his artwork is going to go into the sand in Myshuno museum. He's praying that, you know, that happens so that he can show his dad, like, is this fairy tales, is this bogus, is this, you know, this is real, this is tangible, like, what do you have to show for your life? But also in the positive note, I do hope now that they live together, they can kind of work together and maybe build up that relationship, because wherever Declan's mother is, I have no idea where she is, I'm pretty sure she would be frowning upon their relationship for sure, because they are all that they have, you know? And I feel like a lot of the reason why that relationship with Stevie went south is because, you know, he doesn't have abandonment issues, but like that whole situation with his mom definitely messed him up a little bit. But anyway, it's a whole thing, y'all. I could go on for hours, days, months, and years. But what I am going to tell you, if you guys want to go ahead and download these Sims, I will be putting all of their CC links, or their essential character defining CC links, on my website, and I will be uploading them to the gallery at Jen2606. It'll probably be The Life of Crime as the title, but I'm not sure. But anyways, long story short, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video here. I hope that you all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.